2023 was a unique year for the real estate market, and so I wanted to make this video to do two things. Number one, I wanted to get you up to speed with where we're at. But number two, I want to tell you about a unique opportunity I'm seeing as we kick off the new year. So if I had to describe what happened during 2023, it was pretty much gridlock. You didn't see a lot of activity. On the buy side, we saw interest rates spike to a 23-year high, so this scared away a lot of buyers. Now, there were some buyers out there that were buying, people who had to move, people who honestly were trying to get a better deal, and we did see them get those sales throughout this past year. Now, on the sell side, we didn't see a lot of people jumping in to sell their house because they were locked into such low interest rates years ago. You did see people selling because they had to. But for the most part, there weren't a lot of people out there transacting, so the number of transactions went down considerably during this past year. Now, as far as home values go, we didn't really see a lot of movement there either because of this low level of transactions. Every market is a bit different, but most of the markets that we work in, we saw values stay pretty much flat, plus or minus a few percent. Now, as we kick off 2024, this is where we're at right now. We've seen mortgage rates pull back from those highs we saw in the fall, and they're anywhere between 1 to 2% lower as we start the new year. I do not expect mortgage rates to come crashing down, but I do think that they'll cool off a bit more, and then we'll see them level off for the year. Remember, the mortgage rates move in advance of what the Fed is doing. So if the Fed is talking about what they're doing in 2024, mortgage rates are going to start moving right now. So here's where I am seeing the opportunity. There's something called the lag effect. Basically, this means there's a delayed reaction in the real estate market because it takes time for the news to catch up, the mass population to understand what's going on. So, for example, we saw interest rates spike in the fall, but we are still dealing with the effects of lower buyer demand today, even though it's been a few months because so many people were scared away. But now on the opposite side, as rates move a bit lower, this increases the buying power. It's going to take a few months for this effect to fully realize in the market. As buyers, you can take advantage of these periods. So if you are someone who's thinking of buying or upgrading, there are select opportunities where you're still able to negotiate a better deal before demand really picks up later in the year. I have a quick strategy that I use with my buyers where we can determine your eligibility, get you some numbers for those to consider, and see what potential deals are out there. So if you like to run some numbers, just reply with the word interested to let me know you want to learn more. I'd be happy to give you some info on this. Now, if this is something that you don't need help with right now, but you know someone who might benefit from this, please share this with them, as I would be happy to help anybody else with this as well. I'll be keeping you updated as we move through further into the year. And then if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. For now, I just want to wish you a happy new year, and I hope to speak with you soon.